Hey everyone, this is PrinceWatercress, and welcome back to Let's Play Brave Vezir Musashi for the Sony PlayStation 1. In the last video, we woke up at the castle, and we have a whole adventure to do now. We need to save the princess. We need to save everyone else that used to be in the castle but has now been kidnapped and placed in Bincho Fields. And we also need to head to the village. I mean, we're going to have to go down to the village in order to go down to everywhere else. So let's go ahead and head to the village. Because it's not like we're going to be able to do much of anything else here. Even after we learned about everything that we could about this world that the game allowed.
This is Grillin village? Let's see what I can find out. But first, I'm kinda hungry. Better eat before I starve. Come to think of it, I haven't had anything since... I better get some grub first.
And from here, you may now notice in the lower right-hand corner that it is now 9 a.m. And there is a meter saying tired 0%. Also, and I should have mentioned this in the last video, Musashi tells you what you need to do next in case you've forgotten. Which is nice in case you haven't played the game for a couple days or something. So, here's the thing about the timer. It passes in 15-minute intervals every couple of seconds. And as time passes, Musashi will get tired. If he gets tired enough, he will eventually slow down. Like, he will actually look tired. And he won't be able to swing a fusion as well as he usually does. So there's things you can do. You could rest at the castle, which you can now do if you head back to the castle at this point. You could head to the inn, and I'll be talking about the shops in this video. Or you can sleep out in the wild. And if you do that, well, to do that anyway, you have to press select to switch between the sword and the moon. By switching to the moon and then holding R1 to fill up the speed gauge, you can then let go of R1 when the gauge is full, and our good friend Musashi will go to sleep. Of course, if you do this, your HP will go up slowly, but your BP will go down slowly. Anyway, we can read signs by looking at them and pressing square. Property of all you can eat, gondola lift. And you can talk to people the same way too. You can't go. Mayor has to say yes. And he eventually will. A twirly birdie on his roof. Twirly wordy birdie. So this is Restaurant's Macho. He runs the restaurant, but for some reason he's standing guard here. I'm guessing the guard may have gotten kidnapped. And basically he tells you that there is a weather vane on the top of the mayor's house. Remember that for later. So let's see here. Fill it up. And you have to press X. Yeah, you have to press X to wake up in case you sleep like that. And there's not much else you can do down here, so let's go down here and we'll eventually enter the village. I have spent too much time on this screen already. And there's things you can do around here. Now, this door is closed, but if you go up to it and press square, Mannix Restaurant. Hours open, 6 p.m. to 2 a.m. Closed Sunday. I just now noticed this. I just now started questioning this. I should probably mention something about the time system because, well, it kind of relates to this. So obviously, different things are open and closed on different days. And the 7 days of the week are Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sky Day, which is the game's version of Sunday. So I don't know why they're using the word Sunday here. Probably a translation error. And there are kids here.
Yo, I'm Tim. My mom owns the grocery. Who the heck are you?
Rude.
I'm Musashi. Nice to meet you. Whoa, what a brat.
Little boys shouldn't be playing with swords. I'm gonna tell on you.
Rude. And it's square, not X.
I'm Mint. What's your name?
I'm Musashi. Why do you have a basket on your head?
It's not a basket, silly. It's a knight's helmet. Tim has a legendary helmet.
So Tim and Min are apparently
Hi.
So apparently Tim and Mint are pretending to be knights. And if you talk to Mint again, she will tell you that her dog Chappie is missing. I bet it's because Tim gave him so many bad things to eat. I'm gonna find him for sure. Maybe it's a Bincho Field too. My dog Chappie is gone, even though I gave him lots of good things to eat too. I guess they both jointly possessed the dog then. I'm gonna find him for sure. And doors are open, and when that happens, you can't see when they're open, but you can go inside to see what is going on.
Welcome. Haven't seen you before. I'm Musashi. I'll be hanging around this town for a while.
Is that so? Have you met my son, Tim? And what do you need?
And thankfully, we have mentioned him. Before we shop, you can actually talk to the shopkeepers. And you can find stuff out. Lately, my son's been coming home late. I wonder what he's doing. Interesting. And, okay, she just says the one thing. And from here, you can buy items. Different items will cost different things. Medicine for wounds. This is the gel. Medicine for wounds restores HP by 80. It stings. W gel. Medicine for wounds restores HP by 150. Good stuff. So the gel is worth 150 and the gel is worth 250. I'm guessing it's dollars. I'm guessing dollars are the currency for this kingdom. Sea drink. Medicinal drink. Restores HP by 250. Restores BP by 5. That is $500. S revive for $3,000. You can only carry one. Immediate revival after knockout. Restores HP, BP, and removes poison. There's mint for $120. Wakes you up by 50%. Restores BP by 5. Contains mint extract. Antidote, $250. Antidote for poison. Restores BP by 5. Kinda bitter. And cheese. 390. Becomes more and more effective as it ages. Restores HP and BP. For now, I'm just going to buy an S Revive. And I'm just going to buy 1 cheese. We'll get more. So the longer you carry the cheese, the more HP and BP you're going to refill. Which is good, because you're probably going to be away from the village for a good while. Now, the thing about BP is that it slowly diminishes. It slowly goes down by the hour, the more that you are exploring. If your BP goes all the way down, not only does it become obvious that you can't use your abilities. I mean, you obviously can't use your abilities without BP, but your HP will start going down to 0. And if it goes down to 0, you're basically brown bread. So you want to keep your BP up just for that one reason. They were not lying that when they said that the Bencho energy around you will slowly dissipate, and if it dissipates, you're basically going to die. So, keep that in mind. And that is it. That is all we need to do for the time being. Let's go ahead and head to the toy store. Believe it or not, there is a toy store.
Hello.
And Kurt is the store clerk here for the toy store. You like action figures? I do. Apparently all of the profile icons flash like that when the triangle is flashing. Interesting. I think I may have noticed that when I played it on an actual Sony PlayStation. It's been a while. When a good one comes in, I buy it before anyone else can. And you can buy toys as well, though we won't be able to afford anything for a while. And you can buy action figures, and when you do, they will go up to your room in the castle. You can also sell them too, but you can only sell toys if you haven't opened them. If you've opened them, you're out of luck. They're stuck in your toy chest forever. And the action figures are based on characters and monsters from the game. So, right now, Series 1, we'll get more series as the game progresses. You have Musashi, the bee plant, which is a little potted plant, kind of. There are the 2 soldiers, the red guy with the sword and the blue guy with the gun. You have Root Trick, and you have the Steam Knight. I want to get all the toys and get a 100% completion rate for this game. I want to get everything. And he says, hey, see you later. There's the inn. Believe it or not.
Welcome. Oh, staying here by yourself?
Yeah, I'm Musashi. I'm on a journey.
How admirable for such a small child. You must be about the same age as my daughter, Mint. Anyways, make yourself at home.
And the inn is run by Hotello. He actually is, along with Tim, one of the few people you'll see in the game that doesn't have a food pun for a name. And if you rest, it will be for a fee. It depends on which room you take. And the better the room, the more you will, I want to say, heal up. We have an $80 room. Don't want to use it right yet, though. Aside from resting up, you can always save. And you can actually chat with Hotel to see if a room's vacant. And of course, the first 4 rooms are vacant, but the other ones are not. Though, the other rooms will open up. You can also save your game in the inn menu as well. Recently, Mint has been coming home late. She and Tim must be up to some mischief. Mint too, huh? We may have to keep that in mind for later. For now, though, let's check out the rest of the village. There's the fountain. Though you can't really do much of anything in there. And there is the appraiser. We won't be able to speak to him yet. And there is this shop, where you can buy bread.
Welcome! Are you new to this area?
Yeah, I'm Musashi. I'm staying at the palace.
Oh, how lucky! So, may I help you?
And let's see what Jam has to say. After 5 days, bread and milk will spoil. Take care not to waste food. And if they spoil, you can't really use them. So, there is a shop. And you can buy rye bread. Baked fresh daily, restores BP by 25. Bagel, baked golden round, restores BP by 50. Rye bread is worth $80 and the bagel is worth 120. Scone for 150, lots of raisins, restores BP by 80. Grillin bread, special Grillin bread, restores BP by 150. And the milk, freshly milked milk, restores BP by 10, restores HP by 10. I never buy anything from the store. I always just get the cheese and just use that whenever I run low. That's it, really. And of course you can sell stuff, just like in the grocery store. Or the general store, really, just in case. And that's pretty much it. And from here, what else is there? You can move the camera around with L2 and R2, by the way. Just in case you need to. And you can talk to people here as well. My husband can't stop thinking about Leno. He misses him dearly and it's affecting his work. Well, of course. Leno was such a sweet dog. I'm sure everyone misses him. Oh, by the way, did you hear the rumor yet? Well, at the palace. Something tells me we'll need to keep Leno in mind for later. There is a church here.
Good afternoon, my son.
Blessed are those who believe. Do you have a problem, my son? If you do, you should drink the water from the well. You'll feel much better. Oh, and if you're ever poisoned, please come by and I will cure you, my son. Believe it or not, I thought maybe I would be able to interact with the well, but I guess not. What? I accidentally skipped some dialogue. However, what if I were to keep talking to them? Maybe I can get that dialogue again. Oh my goodness, I had no idea, dear. I hope the same thing doesn't happen to the village. Oh, I agree. And I hope that John stays out of trouble. John? Oh, speaking of John, that reminds me. And we go back to Leno. So I thought I could actually get some water from the well. There is a way to do it. Well, it's now 4 p.m., so now everyone is going home, I guess. Dear, dear Leno. I hope he comes back soon. And she is going back home as well. So apparently there are people who work and play in this village. And there's a guy in the stocks in there. And she just tells you about Leno again. Oh, dear me, why am I telling a child my problems? Well, it's not like I overheard you like 2 pseudo hours ago. But I'll keep an eye out for Leno, I guess. If Musashi shakes his head after you... Whoa. Well, I thought I could talk to this guy. If Musashi shakes his head after he knocks on a door, he will not be able to go in. Yeah, if he knocks on the door and he shakes his head, you won't be able to go in there. Nobody's at the door. I'm guessing this guy went... Oh dear, I can't believe I lost track of that guy. And sometimes the camera can be a pain in the village near some of the buildings. I want to think that this guy went to the restaurant, which is now open. It opened at 6, so there's that.
Oh, you're cute. Is this your first time at a place like this, baby?
That's right. I'm Musashi. Nice to meet you.
No, nice to meet you. Have a nice time.
And from here, you can talk to Wanda. And if you couldn't already tell, Wanda is pretty flirty. And of course, you can get some... You can talk to people at the restaurant, and you can also have a few things to eat if you want. There's juice for $300. 93 freshly unsqueezed orange juice. 7% squeezed. I'm not quite sure what to make of this juice. Pea soup, $450. Made from green balls that resemble peas. That's not really pea soup then. Cake, 99% lard, 1% sugar. Gravy, $800. Something brown and runny. Salad, $800. No pesticides. Take care to pick out the aphids. Well, actually, there's more. Lasagna, $1,000. Vegetarian lasagna, 100% artificial cheese. And pork chop, $1,200. 50% pork, 50% tapeworms. And I'm guessing Mr. Lands is the guy who headed to the restaurant. At least I think. You don't appreciate the gondola, do you? I can see it on your face. What about the tourist? I heard the palace is being attacked. How troublesome. Mr. Toust? Jam, I'm sorry for being a bad father. Pork chops. Interesting. And there's Macho. You want to play cards? Starts at 100 drons. Ah, drons. That's the name of the currency. Okay. I had the feeling that the currency had a name in this game, but I wasn't quite sure. And I'm not in the mood to gamble. What if we talk to Mr. Manager Manic? Ah, go home. The food's awful here. I could kind of tell by the descriptions. And from here, we don't have much else to do. It's 7 p.m. now. We do have a 24-hour system here. And everybody seems to go to bed early around here. There we go. When everyone's away from the well, you can actually get some water. Well H2O. Cold, tasty, and refreshing. And if you were to use it, you can restore your HP by 5. Well, so much for that. Also, we've gotten Mind almost up to level 2. And, of course, Musashi, when you pause the game, will tell you that you must get the mayor's permission to enter Tweegan Peak Mountain. We've been here already. If you jump on this, you can actually swing on it. And you can jump again to, well, jump off of it, do a little somersault off of it, and then you can control where you're going as you do the little somersault. So that's a thing. Thankfully, it's really easy to do. And mine has gone up 1 level. Well, nobody's at this house. I forgot to talk to the guy in the stocks. Also, don't fall in the water. You will lose health. You won't be able to talk to him yet. Now, this house right here is the mayor's house, but I don't think the mayor is even going to talk to you at this point. Nope. Everyone's asleep. Also, my HP is starting to go way down. And if I don't do anything soon, I'm definitely going to be out of HP. And that's no fun for anyone. Somnolent Forest. By the way, Macho, since Macho was at the cafe, if you wanted to go to the place where he was blocking, you could. There's no reason for me to really do that yet, though. And there's the dead end. I actually want to go to the dead end, believe it or not, because, well, this will be a really easy way to, well, restore my MP here.
A Bincho field. Better get him out.
And by MP, I do mean BP. So if you see a Bincho field, hit it with Lumina, and you'll free whoever's inside. Hawker Steakwood. Was it you that liberated me from my dreadful sufferings? I appreciate it. To show you my appreciation, I'll tell you something valuable. An animal called Minku carries a fruit called Longevity Berry. It does wonders for your health. How do you get it, you ask? Well, I can't tell you here. Maybe later. And both of the icons for the sword and for Musashi are flashing. If they flash red like that, that means you're close to a Bincho field and you need to look around for one. Also, when you break a Bincho field, Musashi absorbs the power from the Bincho field, and your max BP increases by 5. So you get to last this a little bit longer, and you get more BP for your abilities. It's not much, but it's going to add up as you play through the game. Anyway, it is nice to hear the music for this game at night. I should probably put that in the... I should probably put that in the description as well. And I'm pretty sure this acts as a shortcut to the palace. Now we might as well go ahead and go to Stuart Ribson to see if we can talk to that guy. Where is he? Obviously, you can't talk to anybody whose name is darkened, but we can talk to the hawker. Hello there. Did you find a longevity berry yet? You might already know, but I'll tell you how to get them. Minku is a nocturnal animal, thus it is easier to find one in the middle of the night. They store longevity berries inside their mouth. Therefore, you must lift them up and throw them to obtain the berry. Finally, they move very quickly, so it won't be easy. Well, that's all I can tell you, or else Shepherd Beefalo will get upset with me. Bye! Shepherd Buffalo, I'm guessing, is rather fond of the Minku, I'm guessing.
Taketh care on your journey.
Now from here, we should be able to rest in our room now. And if we were to do that, interesting. We can now refill our BP just by resting, as opposed to sleeping out in the wild. Ah, how refreshing. And from here, we should be able to go ahead and go back to the village. I might as well go ahead and get back to the mayor, and this time we can just end up right here. We don't have to worry about doing anything. And what do you know? The toy store isn't open yet. Open from 12 to 8, closed Wednesday. Hilda's Groceries open daily from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. So it's open on all the days. And no wonder we got a closed sign with nothing on it. It was closed on Monday. Connor's Pawn Shop. Hours open 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. Closed Monday. This is where you go to... what's the word? Appraise items that you find in the dungeons. And you can sell those off when you find that they're worthless. I know that the groceries, that Jam store has its own hours. But I have to be here later at night again just to, well, find out what they are. And it looks like this guy is going to work in his fields. Indeed he will.
Jeez, what a lovely morning. Yeehaw!
You know, lately been hearing dogs howling coming from Twin Peak Mountain. Reminds me of little Leno. Maybe that's where Leno went. But why?
Haven't seen you around before, young man.
I'm
And-
Musashi. Just arrived a while ago.
Is that so? I hope you have a good time, young man. Hello. How's it going, young man?
Working all day in the field makes one hungry. Don't forget to eat properly, young man. I strongly recommend the bakery's bread. The bread there is delectable. Well, it's natural as they use my wheat. Can I talk to the guy in the stable? Or the stocks? No? Well, we might as well go to the mayor's house now that we know where it is, and we can knock on the door and stuff. If I can remember where it is. If I can remember where it is, that would be great. Oh dear. How can I not remember where it is? Well, it's not here because, well, the weather vane is it there? There's the mayor's house. Is this one. Let's go ahead and knock on the door now. Hey, old man. I have some questions. Rude. Old man? And of course the guy's name is Mayor Govern. Honestly, I was expecting another food pun. Do you know who you're talking to? And why are you pointing that sword at me? Are you going to mug me? Don't be stupid. My name's Musashi. I'm looking for the 5 scrolls. The 5 scrolls? Does that mean the sword on your back is... Oh, this? It's a sword called Lumina. Lumina, the legendary sword. And your name... Musashi? You're not just an ordinary kid, are you? You must be the hero. Calm down, pal. Who cares about that? Do you know about the 5 scrolls? 5 scrolls? Let me make you a proposal. The beloved town dog has disappeared. If you bring him back, I'll consider you a citizen of the town and tell you what I know about the 5 scrolls. I'm pretty sure if you pick 2, he'll just be disappointing you and just walk out, but what happens if I say no? How unfortunate. I thought that you'd do it with pleasure. Goodbye. Okay, he really does show disappointment and walk out on you.
Good afternoon.
And we get some voice acting finally. Oh, it's you again. Or, oh, it's you. I'm hoping that you won't turn me down again, but... Alright, let's go ahead and actually do the... Yeah, I'll raise the deal. I knew you'd do it. I heard that some people saw him going toward Twin Peak Mountain. However, to enter is forbidden, and even I can't give permission. What the... Well... Anyways, I'll get your dog back, pal. See ya. And from here... we need to head back. And... from here, if you talk to our good friend Macho here... You can't go to Twin Peak. Mayor has to say yes. Big monsters on mountain. Make them small and step on them. They're scary. Ah. So apparently, you have to talk to him. And then you'll find out I'm doing the guard's job. If he comes back, I go free. So... Apparently it's not that simple. And the only place we have left to go is the forest. We've already been in the dead end, but we have yet to enter the solemn forest proper. Also, you can't get on the roofs of these houses. You'll just slide off if you do. Somnolent Forest, that's the name. We're going to have to go into the Somnolent Forest. But that will have to wait until the next video. Dogs are smelly. But I gotta get the 5 scrolls. It looks like we're going to have to do just that next time, so join me then, where we go into the forest, see who else we can free from the Bincho fields. Maybe we can free that guard. That would make total sense. Yeah, we could probably free the guard if we explored the forest for long enough. Join me for that next time. Until then, this is PrinceWatercress. Take care, stay safe, And thanks for watching!